I'm still having problem with my shoulder, so I don't know. They told me that I had to go back to use my own personal insurance because they said it don't look like it work related.
Oh, okay. So.
All right. Well, Linda, you know, I certainly suggest at this point in time, sitting down with an attorney is in your best interest. I mean, listen, it's not unusual for you know, doctors to at some point, you know, maybe disagree over whether or not something is caused by, you know, a work injury or whether it's a degenerative condition that may have developed over time. And you know, based off of what your previous doctor had said, you know, it seems like, you know, this condition is related to work, and it's something that, you know, obviously was getting worse and, you know, didn't help when you got hurt again. But again, all sounds like it's related to work. Now, in the event that the employer controverts, which it sounds like this is what happened, the employer or the insurance company that's handling the claim said, no, we don't think the shoulder's related, and they've controverted. And when that happens, you are able to use your own health insurance to treat, and that's actually a good thing in this system, where you're not held up from needed medical treatment under an argument between two insurance companies. Now, that still doesn't mean you don't need to pursue this as a workers' compensation claim, but in the meantime, at least you can move forward with the medicals. But I certainly suggest sitting down with an attorney, talking this thing out, and seeing what your best options are.
So, Jane, would you get involved in a situation like that if a person has a dispute?
Once the Linda had gone to an attorney and had spoken with him or her, and they had figured out what's the best way to proceed. Do we pursue this as workers' compensation, or maybe we accept that it's not workers' comp? Once they've kind of hashed that out and things have settled down medically and legally, then they come to me.
Okay.
And I think oftentimes what you'll find is that it's, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, you know, for Jane in this kind of scenario, you know, it's not a bright line test, yes or no. It's fuzzy. I mean, the degenerative issues are naturally there almost in all of us, and they do these scans. And so what causes something is, you know, the test, and what we need, the burden that we have to carry in front of the judge is not, is there no other possible way this happened? Is it more likely than not that it was caused by the work injury? And when you're dealing with something that's just, you know, slightly above 50%, and that's what you need to prove causation, you can understand you could have two good doctors that could disagree on that.
Okay.
And so because of that creates some uncertainty. So when you get individuals who are in that situation, you know, they can either, you know, it may be in their best interest to try to resolve that claim prior to going and having a judge say it's that doctor's right or that doctor's right.
Okay.
And Jane's someone that helps us do that.